face is been a little dry. I did do an exfoliation of my face because I felt like I was getting some texture on it. So I did a little bit of an exfoliation before I did anything. So I washed my face with the Murad cleanser and I used the Firmex. It's like a peel or something. So what I'm going to do is, since I noticed a little bit of dryness, I normally don't do this, but since I noticed that there's a little bit of dryness, my makeup's been kind of sticking in this area, I'm going to use the Clinique moisturizing gel. And I'm just going to apply that just in this area. And I like this stuff because it's light and airy, and I don't know. I guess you could probably always put some primer there if you wanted to. I'm just going to bring it down here. But for this situation, I'm not going to. I'm just going to apply it in the areas where I get dry at. So sometimes when you see it in my videos, you see a little bit of dryness around this area. And it's just because this is actually the only area I really get dry at. And then in here too. Like around the brow area, I guess you could say. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to just put some chapstick on my lips, some lip balm. I've been using the Tony Moly Faux something lip balm honey. I don't know. I've been using that one. Seems to work. I like it. Tastes like those honey sticks that you'd get like at the farmers market stands in the summertime. I need to go get some, and they're made with real honey. So I actually think that this is made with real honey. I don't know. I could be wrong. Next thing I'm going to do is apply all of the primers and stuff to my face. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply my eye primer first. I'm using the Too Faced eye primer. And I use this even when I use any bases because, well, I don't want my eyeshadow or anything to crease, I guess you could say. And this stuff is good. I use it underneath the eyes as well. I think that it helps make the makeup actually stay on a lot longer. I have long days. I won't be home. Actually, I won't be off until 4:30 today, and it's 6 o'clock, so when you do the math, by the time lunchtime is rolling around, my makeup is generally kind of creasing on my face, but not my eyes. So I think also it's how you apply stuff and put it on your face. So because I used my, what one did I use? I used the Professional. I've used it all up, so I switched to the Photo Finish, the Smashbox one, and this is basically the same thing. I've not used this a whole lot, but I've used it a few times. I like it. I just apply it to anywhere there's going to be some pores on my face. And what I like about this sample, I don't know where I got it, but this thing's full. Like, I've used this quite a few times and it's pretty full. I just want to blend it in. My eyelashes, because this is what I get for not looking at what I'm doing. Go figure. I also use it on my forehead because I have pores there. And when it sprays on me, it's probably the reason why it felt all full is because it was full of air and it sprayed all over me. Thank goodness this is not the shirt I'm wearing for work. So we will stick that right there. Anyways, you just blend it in. I go along the area where I put moisturizer as well because I find that it helps make things stick a little bit better. And then I also go a little bit on my chin. You really don't need a lot of primer, but your preference. Just realized, you guys, you can kind of see me transform from hideous to non-hideous. Just saying. It's actually pretty quiet this morning. I'm really surprised I don't hear my neighbors upstairs doing their adult things. I know, I'm pretty funny, huh? Alright, and then what I also do is I use a green primer on anything that is like red. I don't really conceal with the makeup I use, I don't really conceal like my flaws because I want kind of a natural feeling, but you can see my face is red in this area just because I'm naturally red, like in the face. So I'm using a L'Oreal Magic Anti-Redness. This stuff is not my favorite. I bought it on a whim, hoping that I would like it, and I don't like it as much as I like the Makeup Forever one that I had someone use on me at Sephora when they did my makeup. So unfortunately I'm stuck with this until I finish it up. I'm gonna put on my nose. And I think I'm going to put it on like the red spots, like the zit area, down there. Close that up, wipe my hands off, and I'm gonna use my beauty blender. I'm gonna put it on that as well. I've already dampened it because I washed it, and I'm just gonna blend it in. Okay, so I've already, put everything in on my face that I needed to. I'm going to use the Laura Mercier Smooth Finish Flawless Fluid. Shake well. I've already shaken it up, and I'm going to use it on the back of my hand with a beauty blender. Put some on there and dab it in. I'm going to go in with a concealer. This is the Fit Me concealer. I've already depotted it into a container just to get it out a lot better. This is in, I believe it's Fair, so just get some on a cotton swab and I dab it kind of like in a circle all along the area like that. And then what I do is I take the beauty blender and I just dab it in. And I go off to the side over here and then bring it down. It's a little bit light for my skin, but I think it works good. Itchy nose. So just put it in underneath the eyes, and I tap it in, you guys. I don't like push it in hard. I literally tap it in. Just like that. Now I go in with the eyes, and again, like I said, this is a work look, so it's not over the top and it's not crazy. So I've been using the RSVP Benefit Cream eyeshadow. It looks like this. I use this basically as my to-go base. Eye there. I'm not going to use any eyeliner. I'm really, you guys, just making this pretty standard, pretty neutral. I like this color because it goes with my skin pretty good. It has really long wearing time for me. So you can kind of see how that goes. And just tap it in on that side. And then I go in again and I go on the other side to match them. And what this does, it really just gives a really nice pink base to any eyeshadow that I wear. And then you can always bring it in to the corner, that way it kind of lightens up the eyes a little bit if you want to. You don't have to, but that's sometimes what I do. I let it kind of rest, because when I do my cream eyeshadow, I work from the inside of my eye and go outwards. Some people don't do it that way, but I do. So just finished doing that. Just blend it in as much as you can. As you can tell, I'm not really using any brushes. Thinking about it, I don't have any brushes for this tutorial, so this literally could be done once you've got this down pat. You could do this very quick. This is taking a little bit longer just because I'm explaining things to you guys, but generally this takes me like 15 minutes, and I know this video is going to be a little bit longer than 15 minutes. I've been also taking the ColourPop eyeshadow, and I love this. It's one of the Super Shock metallics, and what I do is, with a clean hand, I have some baby wipes down here if you're wondering how my hands are getting so clean, is I just take some on my middle finger, and I go at the corner of the eye right there, and I just tap this on basically to my liking. What we're going to do is make it a little bit opaque on the bottom. When I do this, I don't go my entire eye. I don't do my entire eye. I do basically half. You could use a brush with these, but I don't really highly recommend it. I think it goes on better, unless you're doing it like a transition. I think it goes on better with your fingers. Of course, you want to make sure you have clean hands. I've already washed my hands, and I have hand sanitizer in my makeup drawer that I put on before I start any of my makeup tutorials or makeup applying stuff. So basically, it's dark about halfway through. It's not, the ColourPop shadow doesn't go all the way over. It stays on my, basically my lower lid, and it goes up just a little bit, so you can kind of see the difference. I really think that this look, not only is it appropriate for work, is also, it helps you open your eyes. So when you're waking up late, you put a little bit of silvery, shiny stuff on your eyes, then you're most likely to be shown to look like you're awake. I always do my eyeshadow last because I don't want any fallout before I put on stuff. It's okay if it falls out, but these Super Stock shadows, they don't really fall out, you guys. And you know, you could do a lot of fun things with these shadows. I've already hit pan on one of them, Actually, you know what? I already finished it. I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, these are great eyeshadows, I'll tell you that. And they stay on pretty well. So I'm just perfecting it just because I'm a perfectionist. So you can kind of see where I'm going with this look. I think it's just really super pretty. That's just generally in my opinion. So really that is all I'm going to do for the eyeshadow on my eyes. I'm going to put my mascara on. I've been wearing the Lash Accelerator by Rimmel. And what I like is this brush is pretty super cool. It's got like a, it kind of goes out, you guys, if you can see that. It's kind of a natural look to it. I don't foresee seeing that this works good on the bottom lashes, so I don't really put anything. And again, like when I told you that this is an office look, I don't feel like if you put something on the bottom, I mean you probably could, I mean you could if you want to, but for me I don't, just because I don't want it too dramatic. But you guys, it's all up to you. It's what you want to do in this look. I'm just showing you, you know, what I do. You know, everybody's different. Everybody can do whatever they want to do in their own eyes. Again, I'm just showing you what I do. I use a lot of mascara. Well, not a lot, but I use more than a few coats of mascara on my top lashes just because I have long lashes and I really like the way that these look on it. Like mascara looks good on my lashes. Sometimes I curl them, but today I'm not going to. This mascara really does not curl it. I just kind of push it on. So, as you can tell, I think it looks fine. It looks basic. So, that is the eyes. Some finishing touches. I'm going to do my brows just because they're a little crazy because I haven't done them lately. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Brow Wiz. This is in the shade Caramel, I believe. Let's see here. I think, oh yeah, this is Caramel. And I am just going to go underneath to kind of hide the fact that I haven't done my brows in like forever. I don't want to make them super dark, so I'm lightly going on it, and they have a natural fluffiness when I don't do them, so I'm just gonna let those go. Like, I'm not gonna worry too much about it. So you can kind of see, as long as I define the tops, they kind of look decent. I don't know. I'm still working on the whole browsy brow thing. I need to do them though, because they're a little crazy, but I feel that if you do like a line here and define them, it doesn't really show where you need to like do them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it kind of hides the fact that you haven't plucked your eyebrows or gotten them waxed. Okay, so I'm going to do some blush. I'm using a Sigma large angled contour brush, and then I'm using the MAC Petal Power. I'm not going to use a lot of blush just because I have a natural redness to it. So I like to wipe my blush off only because I feel like this is really shiny. So I have a towel over here, I just wipe it off, and I'm just going to dust it on and go backwards a little bit. I'm just doing swirly motions. Again, this is not a perfect way of doing things, but Kind of gives it a little bit of pinkness to it. And it's super pretty. And that was the MAC Paddle Power. And then the last thing is I'm going to use a lip, kind of like a gloss on my lips. I'm going to throw these in my makeup drawer, you guys. I'm going to use the Josie Maran. This is the Lip and Cheek Creamy and Everlasting Honey. You can use these on your cheeks if you want to, but I never put stuff that's meant for both things on my lips and my cheek. So just gonna head out there. And there you go, you guys. That is the final finished look. What do you think? Do you like it? This is basically my to-go look. And that kind of gives you an idea of how I can do my makeup so quick, how I do it, what is required of it, what products I use, because I know I get a few questions. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial of my everyday makeup for the office and just natural. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. Other than that, thanks for watching and have a wonderful rest of the day. Bye guys!